can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. 70 ending. 54. Line 54. He can't run it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying. To get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Switch. Jump.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But what? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Alpha. 43 in the right. Time to go night.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chris Carson with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Ready? 18 Gator. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I don't even know why this team showed up. He's crashing. He's checking credit. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Look at me. Score. Jim. Hey. Set. Check out.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's the backup Cousins. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Jones on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's get.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Zebra. Hey, Zoo.
Cousins from the gun on third. And able to find Kirk complete. That one good for 24 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pick now, a loose football. The ball comes out, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie. Roll out. Ready?
They run it with Carson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here. Let's go, T. Hey, Foxtrot.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Bravo! 43 at the mark.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready? 50, plant. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Clear. Now. Check. Hey. 43. Check, 43. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, team 6.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Go! I got it! 22 jet bombers. Crunch! No.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Look at me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Go! Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hey. 43, go. It's just me and you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Carson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Is able to put it through. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, and guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Murray is going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Go. Check 3. 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down, San Francisco.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
Cardinals, 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Mack. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 52, Mike 52. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Watch the sled, watch the sled. General West. Watch twins. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. 52, 52. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
On third down, here's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more...
Camera action, living in a dream. Now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar. Tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me fall. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a